Hi guys, and welcome to my channel, Changing Phases Tarot. So happy to have you here with me today. Now today's reading is a 2019 overview. So we'll be focusing on the energies for each sign for each of the months. For my returning viewers, welcome back. And for new viewers, welcome. I'm glad that you found me here on YouTube. The way that the reading is done, I pull a card for each of the months, plus I pull an extra card for sort of each quarter. So we take a look at each month and then sort of look at that quarter as a whole. And it's just to kind of see what energies are surrounding us as we move through, or as we look forward to 2019. For the reading, I'll be using the Tarot of the Spirit deck by Pamela and Joyce Eakins, and I will also use the Zillich Tarot by Christine Zillich. These are general readings. I like to remind everybody that the messages may or may not resonate. The only way to get a truly personalized reading would be to order a private reading from me. If you are interested, all of the information can be found in the description box below this video. All right, so I will stop for now and we'll see each of the signs in 1 second for the shuffle. Hi Virgo, hope you're doing well. I'm here to get into your 2019 overview. So as you can see, I have already shuffled off camera and laid the spread. So the way that it's set up, it's by the month, right? So we have the months around the outside. Then I have pulled one card as sort of the overall energy for each quarter. And at the center, we have the, what's at the heart of your 2019 reading, okay? So that's, we kind of go from the outside in for the reading. So we'll start off with the January energy, and you have the Three of Fire. This is the Three of Wands. And in this deck, it's called Birth of Light. For the month of February, you have the Ten of Earth, or Ten of Pentacles, and it's called the Great Work in this deck. And for the month of March, you have Brother Fire. So this would be the Knight of Wands. And the overall energy for the first quarter, you have Major Arcana 0, the Fool. So, looking at the sort of this first quarter as a whole, you have two fire energy cards, one earth, new beginnings, and a definite focus here on, career, on the work that you do, possibly on projects. And, without getting too far ahead of myself, I think that sort of the overall message here for you for the year is there's great change, great transformation. You have, out of the 12 cards for the 12 months, 6 of them, so half of your spread is made up of major arcanas, which tells me that this could very well be a very significant year for you. A lot of divine orchestration at play, a lot of very fated types of events coming into your life. But going back here, the Three of Fire, usually this is, threes in the Tarot, they are expansive energies, right? So the Three of Fire usually has to do with like opportunities and kind of endless opportunities, right? Usually this card, it has a man, he's standing on the cliff looking out to sea, waiting for his ships to come in. So there's some type of waiting involved, waiting to see sort of return on investment, like after having invested of yourself, your time, your effort into a job, a career, a relationship, business venture, project, whatever it is. It's like you're waiting to see, okay, and now what? What am I going to get back from it? And in this deck, it's called the Birth of Light. And, each deck obviously has slightly different meanings. In this Tarot of the Spirit deck, there are quite, some of the cards have quite significant differences in meanings. But this one, it really speaks about staying on the path. So keep doing what you're doing. Everything is actually coming into fruition here. So it's like you're kind of think of the Empress with the 3 in the major arcana, the giving birth to new ideas, giving birth to new projects. That's kind of how you start off the year, with this, lots of expansive energy, lots of room for growth, lots of opportunities surrounding you. In the month of February, the 10 of Earth. This is, the ultimate in Pentacles energy, because 10s in the Tarot are endings, they're culminations. And with the 10 of Pentacles, Pentacles deals with the material things in life, such as the work that we do, the money that we earn. It has to do with our home, our family, resources, financial prosperity, education, knowledge. And, 10s are, it's like the ultimate. So it's either a completion of a cycle, or it's, you've reached sort of it's the pinnacle of something. Sometimes it's referred to as the inheritance card, because it's, money built up over many generations. So for some of you, there could be news of an inheritance coming in, so inheriting property, some type of fortune coming in that way. For others, this is, just a really great card of great financial stability, right? Great financial abundance. It's actually called the Great Work card, and obviously I just mentioned that it does have to do with work, right? And so, and it's interesting how we have all of it's like the stars, the pentacles, they're all building on each other here. And so it is this very prosperous energy for the month of February. So there's a sense of everything in your life is kind of moving along as it should. There's a new type of wealth. Maybe, you do find yourself in a good financial position, but it's more than that. It's like everything is kind of, you're discovering the true meaning of wealth, right? Everything is coming together. And so things are sort of moving along as they should here. And then you have the brother, or the Knight of Wands here. And this could be an individual, right? When we have court cards appear in a spread, and you have a couple of court cards, right? You have the Brother of Fire here, and then the last card in your spread is Mother Fire. So you could be a mother and son, but not necessarily. So this could be somebody in your life. If so, this would typically be a middle-aged fire sign individual. So Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries, male or female. And this person is, is usually, out of all of the Knights, this is the fastest paced, right? If we think of fire, there's a spark, it flares up very quickly. It also burns out quite quickly. So, this is usually very fast-paced energy. Messenger, news coming in quite quickly. If this is not a person bringing in news, or, in some way bringing you news about an opportunity, this could be you taking on the energy of this brother fire here. And so, it's like it's you sort of, your inner spirit, really moving forward, and you're experiencing great strength. You're feeling very very inspired, right? Very very passionate about possibly the work that you're doing, the way that your life is going here. And you do have, as the overall energy, the Fool, which is a brand new cycle beginning. In the major arcana, the major arcana begins with the Fool, the 0 card, and the Fool sets off on a brand new journey and takes that leap of faith, right? Sometimes it's not always the easiest to do, but the Fool trusts in the process. The Fool trusts in the experiences that, that are going to come into his life. And so it's about moving forward, trusting, right? Trusting in the universe, taking the leap of faith. So there's a new cycle, right? So the first quarter of the year for you is all about kind of new cycles, but this new cycle is really flowing very well. There's a lot of excitement. There's a lot of financial abundance here. It's like things are really moving along very well for you in the beginning of the year. Now, the second quarter you have for the month of April, Major Arcana number 8, Strength, followed by Major Arcana number 21, the Universe, and for the month of June, Major Arcana number 2, the High Priestess. And as the overall energy for the second quarter, you have Major Arcana number 18, the Moon. So, and it's interesting because you have, for the second quarter and the third quarter, you have all major arcanas. So, those 6 months could be significant months for you, months of great change, months in which, it's really the universe kind of bringing those opportunities into your life that are meant to be in your life at that time. So things are very much out of your hands throughout this period. The Strength card, it can be associated with the sign of Leo. So you might have, and we did have this, fire energy over here. So there might be a Leo individual playing a significant role. But, the Strength card speaks of inner strength, right? This is not the physical strength. This is having the inner strength and determination to get things done, to sort of stay the course. This deep inner truth, coming from within. So it's about you discovering your own happiness and you moving forward, but really following, what your inner self is telling you. So listening to that inner guidance and then having the inner strength and determination to follow that, right? It's followed in the month of May by the World card. And this is the last of the major arcana. So we had the Fool as the overall energy here, the beginning. And we have the universe, the world as the overall energy for the month here. So this is the ending, right? This is a completion. The world is usually a quite long, it's a completion of quite a long chapter in your life. So this could be, ending a relationship, one that you've been in for quite a long time. This can be ending a job, one that you've worked at for quite a long time. It's usually a significant, sort of life-altering, a very significant ending. It's not just, a short, small ending. This is a significant one. But it's also about, things kind of perfectly working out and, things being in balance. You're at the end of this very long journey. And what comes next is, this new beginning. But it's kind of like where you go from here. It's, I think part of it is kind of out of your hands, but the other part is up to you to sort of trust in whatever's coming in next. And I think that there's a lot of listening or needing to listen to your intuition, your gut feeling, right? Listen to your high messages coming through from your higher self as far as this next step, because you have the High Priestess and then the overall energy of the Moon card. The High Priestess is associated with the Moon, right? And obviously the Moon is the Moon. And both of those cards have to do with the subconscious. They have to do with, the dream state, the messages that can come through while we are sleeping. The High Priestess, she sort of sits between our realm, the material realm, and the hidden realm. And she is a keeper or the keeper of knowledge, right? But this hidden knowledge. And so she encourages us to tap into, what we ultimately, we know deep down, like listen to those, the inner guidance in order to sort of tap into this, the wisdom of the hidden realms here. And by doing so, we'll be able to use those messages, that information to help us, right, in figuring something else. And so, the moon is, besides the need to listen to your dreams and possibly, keeping a dream journal, jotting those ideas down, or those, when you wake up in the morning, writing down the things that you remember from the dreams from the night before. So messages coming through in these different manners, right? Through dreams, through signs, synchronicities, repeating numbers, messages. In addition to that, the moon is also, sometimes it can have to do with needing to face our fears, or needing to uncover the truth about a situation, needing to, to understand, to see something that we're unable to see, and, trusting in the insight that comes through our intuition, right? So using that to help us figure something out, to uncover, because the moon, it does shine, and it's interesting because you have the sun and the moon here. And the moon, it does shine its light, right? It does obviously offer some light, but it also casts a shadow. And so, when we see the shadow, that's when we are at, or when we need to use our intuition in order to figure out, what is hidden, what we cannot see. So, yeah, so there could be, sort of looking at this second quarter, there could be a situation possibly with this, ending, beginning something new, but these are all very significant energies, right? 3 major arcanas where you need to really trust in yourself and trust in the messages that are coming through from your higher self in order to make decisions during this second quarter, okay? Now, as you head into the third quarter, you have, for the month of July, Major Arcana, the Devil. For August, you have Major Arcana number 6, the Lovers. And for September, you have Major Arcana number 19, the Sun. And the overall energy for the third quarter, you have the Knight of Cups. In this particular deck, the Knights are actually the Kings. So it's the King of Cups, King of Chalices. So this looks like, as you head into the fall, this is beautiful energy. Now we do, we start off, I'll begin with the Devil card here, start off with talking about that. But I do see that, there could be a very significant relationship starting up for many of you during this time, during this third quarter. If it is not a relationship, there could be a life-altering decision that needs to be made, okay? A choice, a very significant choice that needs to be made. And, no matter how you look at it, it's very positive because you have, after this significant decision in the month of July, month of August, you have, the sun coming out to shine on, and the sun appears twice in your spread here. So it comes out to give its blessing, to have this beautiful energy, right? And it's very positive. So just keep that in mind. But the Devil card, it can speak of an unhealthy relationship. So sometimes talking about relationships, it can be like that toxic type of relationship, narcissistic type of relationship. You can see here that the Devil is very similar, and actually they both came out one next to each other, right? They both have like the Lovers on there, right? We have the two people here. Obviously, it's a very different image than what we have here. Here, the two people are chained, right? They're being manipulated, controlled by the Devil. Here, there's a very loving union that comes together in the middle. So the Devil can speak of a toxic, relationship. It can also be, if it's not, a romantic relationship, it can have to do with like a job environment, that toxic job environment where it's like you feel that, you can't sort of see your way out of it. And even though you're not really happy there, it's like you feel as though there's no way out. But many times with the Devil, the key is, or the key to unlocking, to sort of releasing yourself from this, bondage, is to see things from a new perspective. So it's about, kind of celebrating, enjoying, because sometimes this can also be like attachment to material things, right? Being too attached to, so if we think about the job, like being too attached to the money, the monetary side of it. So maybe you get paid a decent amount of money, but you're miserable there, right? And so it's about sort of, you enjoy the material side of it so much, right? But you end up allowing yourself to become slave or enslaved. So, this bondage comes from concentrating, thinking too much about the material success. So there's a message to really focus on matters of the heart, focus on the spirit. That's what's going to free you here from, so if it's a work situation, I think that you're being guided to focus on, not just the money, even if it pays very well, does it make you happy? If it doesn't, then listen to that inner message. Again, it's like throughout the year, you have this message, the messages coming through are for you to listen to, go within, what is it that really truly makes you happy? And then, trust in that, go with that. With the devil here. The devil can also have to do with things in excess, so drinking too much, spending too much, just things in excess. So to be cautious, I would say. But I feel that it's more to do with a situation or a relationship than the other, right? Now it's followed here by the Lover's card, which obviously can be a romantic, a soulmate connection coming in. The Lovers can also have to do with a choice. In early tarot decks, it was actually called the Choice, and it would usually have a woman, standing before two men, or a man standing before two women, needing to choose, right? So needing to choose between the two, but knowing that the decision would ultimately affect all three of them. So it was a significant life-altering decision or choice. So there could be a significant choice to leave a relationship, a previous one, to leave a job, to go in search of something that is more in tune with what your heart truly desires here. It could also be, like I was mentioning, a soulmate connection. And soulmates do appear as romantic partners, as friends, as work colleagues. So this could be a soulmate connection starting up in the third quarter, and it looks like a very beautiful one because the next month you have the Sun card, and it's the Sun is abundance, the Sun is good health, vitality, harmony. It's all is right in the world. It's really it's a big yes card, a very positive energy. So whatever you're working through here in the third quarter, ultimately, it's very positive. It's going to work out. The results are very positive. And you have the overall energy of the King of Cups. And this could be, again, an individual. If so, this would typically be an older water sign individual, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. If it is, then, he's usually a very compassionate individual. He's very fair, very loving. If it isn't if it isn't a person, it could just be energy surrounding you where you are feeling, more compassionate. You're handling situations in a more open and compassionate manner. It might be you being more receptive, right? So actively pursuing your passions, being more open, more receptive to new things, being open to creative impulses, right? Because the Suit of Cups deals with our emotions, our feelings, relationships. It's also psychic abilities, intuition, and then it's how our own feelings and emotions affect our behavior, affect our relationships ultimately, right? And with the Sun card, especially in this particular deck, the Sun, it speaks of being in a process of spiritual realization. And so it's like everything is as good as it could possibly be right now. Things are truly illuminated, and you are in a very good place. I'm loving your reading. Okay, the last quarter of the year, for the month of October, you have the One of Earth. This is the Ace of Pentacles. And in this deck, it's called Form, followed by the Two of Water. This is the Two of Cups, Sacred Cord. So you actually have the major and minor arcana version of the Lover's card in your reading, which is why I said that, there's a significant, a great possibility for a significant soulmate relationship to come in, if you're not already in one. And for the month of December, you have Mother Fire. So this is the Queen of Wands. And the overall energy for the last quarter of the year, beautiful, Major Arcana, number 19, the Sun. So a repeat message here, right? So the One of Earth, or Ace of Earth, Ace of Pentacles, it is a new beginning, right? Aces in the Tarot are brand new beginnings, with this being Earth energy. Pentacles, obviously we're talking again about, we had it over here, finances, the material things. And, this Ace of Earth, more so than any of the other aces, it really is, very tangible. This is something very, concrete. Usually we think of this, the Ace of Pentacles, as it can be like a new job offer. It can be a new revenue, a new way of making money, a new revenue stream. It can be a windfall. This can be, playing the lottery, winning a large amount of money. It can be, it's very tangible. It's very grounded. You can actually manifest. It's like it's solid, right? Which is why it's called Form. Because there are, it's new beginnings, right? All of the aces are blessings. All of the aces are new beginnings. But this is actually, seeing tangible evidence of these new beginnings. So actually seeing, the wealth, seeing the things manifest and, produce themselves. So very tangible new beginnings here. It's followed by this soulmate card. Okay, it's called the Sacred Cord. It's the minor arcana version of the Lover's card. It does usually speak of a very balanced relationship, right? A very harmonious relationship, that soulmate connection, the seeing yourself in the other individual, right? And again, if it's a romantic relationship, it is your soulmate. It's that twin flame connection. If this is more of a friendship or even a partnership, it can be a very harmonious partnership. It's about opposites coming together, having a great connection, being on the same wavelength, working together for a common goal. So it's a very, it's very balanced, harmonious energy. Could be soulmate energy as well. And you end the year with the Queen of Fire, which is, fire energy. This could, again, be a fire sign individual, an older. This would typically be an older, possibly female, but doesn't have to be, fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. And she is usually, a very proactive person. She's very fiery, very passionate about the things that she does. She's very good at multitasking. She handles many different things at one time. She's very good at everything that she does. She's very vivacious. People are sort of drawn to her. So, this could be a person. This could be your own mother. This could be somebody around you. Or this could be you taking on the energy of this earth, right? This fire, Queen of Fire, in the month of December. And so there could be a lot of excitement, a lot of passion. You could be really, going after something brand new, feeling very good about that, feeling very excited about it. You just kind of standing out as a leader here. And so you're moving forward, but you're moving forward, very sure-footedly, very sure of yourself here. And you have, again, the Sun, shining its light on the situation, shining its light on the last 3 years of 2019, and really, closing out the year in a very wonderful way, because you have such great energy surrounding you this year. I mean, it does honestly look like a wonderful year for you. I mean, the sun is completely positive, right? Very positive. It can have to do with self-knowledge. It can have to do with liberating insights. It can have to do with healing and wisdom. So, I mean, again, there is nothing negative to say about that. There's nothing in your spread at all negative. It looks like a truly wonderful year. And what you have at the center, the heart of your year, you have Major Arcana number 11, Breakthrough. Okay, and this is from the Osho Zen deck. And the messages attached to the cards in this particular deck are a little bit different. This would be the Justice card in the traditional tarot, and you can see there's a lot of fiery energy, and you did have the mother and brother fire. So there's, a lot of passion, a lot of excitement, possibly surrounding your career. And it's like you're breaking through. It's like, this is your year. You are taking control. You look at all the, this person is shining. This person is breaking free even from these shackles, right? Breaking free. There's liberation. And if we think of the Justice card, yes, it could be, you could have something to do with legal proceedings for some of you, right? And if so, then typically this would be legal proceedings going your way. But the Justice card is about karmic justice, right? It's about justice being served. It's about things finally, the scale of justice finally being tipped in your favor. So if 2018, maybe it was a year that things didn't kind of go the way that you had planned, or there were situations that you felt were unfair, right? Or you were treated unfairly. It's like now with the Justice card, there's a breakthrough. It's like, it is your time now. The sun is shining on you, right? Everything is kind of conspiring for this to be your breakthrough year. And let me read you the Osho Zen message attached to this card. Okay, and it says, to transform breakdowns into breakthroughs is the whole function of a master. The psychotherapist simply patches you up. That is his function. He is not there to transform you. You need a meta-psychology, the psychology of the Buddhas. It is the greatest adventure in life to go through a breakdown consciously. It is the greatest risk because there is no guarantee that the breakdown will become a breakthrough. It does become, but these things cannot be guaranteed. Your chaos is very ancient. For many, many lives you have been in chaos. It is thick and dense. It is almost a universe in itself. So when you enter into it with your small capacity, of course there is danger. But without facing this danger, nobody has ever become integrated. Nobody has ever become an individual, indivisible. Zen or meditation is the method which will help you to go through the chaos, through the dark night of the soul, balanced, disciplined, alert. The dawn is not far away, but before you can reach the dawn, the dark night has to be passed through. As the dawn comes closer, the night will become darker. And so it talks about shattering old patterns, shattering old limitations that have kept your energy from flowing. And by doing so, right, you will be empowered and you will be able to break through, and you can have this, and you'll be sort of amazed at what this breakthrough can bring into your life. So I feel that, this year, 2019 for you, is your breakthrough year. However that plays out for you. If you are, a budding artist or singer, songwriter, maybe this is the year that it's like finally you're going to get that break. You're going to break through in some way. For others, this could have something to do with, old ties, like old karmic ties even, that, you're finally breaking free of those. And it just looks like such a wonderful, uplifting year that, I think that you are exactly where you need to be to break through right now. So I do hope that these messages have helped you. I thank you for joining me today. I look forward to reading for you again. And just know that I'm sending you much peace, love, and light for a wonderful 2019. Bye for now.